In fact, I think they offended the really, really religious grandparents.
Good.
So I've been running a bit late, but it's all that's going up now. Yep, it's finally started, so we can get going. Yeah, so sorry about that. Welcome once again to. So, chatting away. Right, let's get going.
Yeah, just
So
thought come down again.
Get everyone connected and then we'll get underway.
Oh, great. I started up with a great error box as I'm entering. That's not boding
Yes,
well.
I think they've updated the rule set, added a bunch of icons that I've just overwritten, so all the icons are missing. Because I didn't know about them.
Yay, first in. Woohoo!
Yeah, no, I think I've seen some screenshot where they've added icons to all the buttons on the taskbar. But I've obviously, because I don't run because I'm always sort of a version ahead of the official stuff. I've probably just overwritten something that I shouldn't have done. Because I got a load of icon error messages going up the screen. So
Yeah, so do I.
I'll load up. I'll do an update later on and start it up and see what happens. I suspect because obviously I usually have a newer version of everything than is on. The download version. Yeah, so usually I override it. This time it looks like I probably have to incorporate something back in. So that'd be interesting. So I seem to recall that finished Misgivings' house, didn't we?
We were in the basement, in the sub basement, in fact.
Had you not finished? I thought you'd done.
No.
We were done. Oh no, you were. Yes, you were still in the basement. I forgot. There we go. I shall.
And you still have an opportunity to kill us all.
That's okie dokie. Yes, undead. That's hence the undead without a cleric comment. In the meantime, I'm not sure how. Let's see. We've got the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters of the companion done. I can't work out if it's meant to be for GMs or players. The companion. So anyway,
well, there's definitely character options in it.
Yeah, and they're almost at the back. So I'm treating the whole thing as a player's guide. So it's there and it's already been updated to 1.1. Okay, I think everyone's in that's here currently, aren't they? Oh yes, because of course you headed down and you let Aisha gone on ahead, hasn't she?
Mm.
And you're in the caverns. Not sure if they're making any noise, the caverns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Now I believe you'd fought. Yes, you'd fought the Scaveling, hadn't you? Been in the feeding cave, and I think you fought. You'd run into the ghouls, hadn't you? Yep.
We'd beaten up a load of ghouls, yeah.
Okay.
Do I still have my fatigue?
Yes. Takes an hour to go away, and it most certainly hasn't been an hour yet, because most of you've still got just powers running from. Okay.
Oh, good. I've got my power. Have we got a map?
Everyone's very quiet.
I turned my input volume down.
Someone's talking, but I can't hear it. Oh, Rannick's going the way the reader said don't go under any circumstances. Okay!
Yep.
But I can't hear her. I heard her laugh, but that was about it.
You have to turn it back up again, babe.
Do we get our bennies
Can you
reset?
hear me now?
Yep.
Thank you.
The mold seems to grow particularly thick in this portion of the tunnel. Several pickaxes have been tossed into the corner of the room. One of them looks particularly well made.
Can you hear me now, Kev?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I lowered the input volume so Travis wasn't getting picked up by my microphone. I must have taken it too far.
It's okie dokie, and I've already found my first missing link of the day. I'm going to have to put a
Very
PTO.
hairy.
Yeah. One of these looks like it's probably like special and that. One of you lot want to come and take a look at it?
Where are you, Rannick?
I went round corner, can't you hear me?
Treasure.
You mean the corridor full of mould that I thought might be dangerous?
Aye, well, if I don't get too close to mould, it'll be alright. As Mrs. Brown used to say, got to eat a peck of dirt before you die.
Aye.
I can see
Anyway.
him now.
There's a load of pickaxes here, and one of them hasn't even rusted a bit. That says to me, magic.
Bring it over here.
You have to,
Can I reach it without going into the mould?
they've been tossed into the corner of the room, so not really. They've been tossed into the corner over there.
Right. I will try to get it carefully without disturbing the mould then.
Parcels. I'm looking to see if we're in B33. So actually, it does exist. I just forgot to put the link in. Okay, that's fine. As long as I know. Well, this whole area is covered in fungus and everything. So yeah, I mean, you could go over there if you wish to.
Okay, I will try and be as careful as I can with my rangerly feet and not disturb it too much and get the shiny one.
Okie dokie. If disturbed, okay, so you head over there and then you get. So you get to make a vigor roll.
Oh joy!
Oh, hang on, no, you don't.
I don't.
Hang on. Oh, yes, you do get to make a vigor roll. You're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Good.
Absolutely fine. You hold your breath as soon as the spores come up, and I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. There's no reason to worry in any way, shape, or form. In the meantime, let me put the pick on the party sheet. And
Like Mrs. Brown said, got to eat a peck of dirt before they die.
And don't worry about any frantic typing in the background.
Yay! The clerics arrived.
Yeah, I'm just updating and downloading at the minute.
You will, when you get in, you'll get a load of console errors, but that's because I've broken something that I think's been updated, and I've pushed it back a version unintentionally. Okay, so
Happy New House Day.
Nothing to worry about. Pay no attention to the extensive typing notes I'm making here. Okay.
Pick of accuracy, that is.
Ooh, the vent. Oh, what's the vent? Unscathed battle of the. Oh yeah, there we go. I might have missed all these out last week. I don't know. Anyway, Randy appears to be on his side. There we go.
Ow.
Right, so now what?
I think I'm going to have a look up there.
Very dark, this cave.
Well, I've got that ever-burning candle thing.
I know, but certain people maybe have been left behind in the dark.
Everybody's got an ever-burning candle if you bother to light it.
Goodfella's got a torch on, and I've got dark sight. Bert's got dark sight.
Oh yeah, so
I
he
got
has.
low light vision, but I also have one of the ever burning candles. So, and I have the wand of light that I can use.
Yes, I can see the light around Goodfella now. Okay, Arena has advanced ahead. So what can we see?
I see water, I think.
You can, and I suspect
Could you show
you
the
can
map?
also see because you're what you can possibly also see. I'm not sure if she's still visible. Let's check because obviously there's. Oh, you just can't because she's out of your range, but you can hear somewhere ahead somewhere.
Where was the dog just now?
Coming from the north.
Can I see the map?
Where was the just now? Where was the dog just now?
Oh, thank
Where
you.
was JJ just now? Did you see if that chair's wet?
But right. Okay, so you can see water. So, that's the vent with the special sound effects for. So this cramped open tunnel. Okay, so from where you're looking here, the cramped open tunnel. Even from where you see her, basically, you can't actually see the water from where you are. This is one of those examples of where probably terrain should actually sort of. I know you can see water on the map, but you can't actually see it. All you see is basically a drop.
Sorry, I'm just having an issue with our dog. She's suffering with some incontinence at the moment. She's just weed on the sofa, so that's distracting us a little. I apologise.
Let's say that's going to. There we go.
Well, somebody could sneak down the tunnel, but not me because they're gonna hear me coming.
Well, I'm pretty sneaky, but not as sneaky as Jelsa, I don't think.
Sure, I'll go first.
If Jelsa can see in the dark, then she doesn't even need a light source. She could quite
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
she's got low light vision. She doesn't have dark vision.
Okay.
But I've got
So the western half of this foul-smelling cavern is heaped with bones,
Oh, I see.
each scarred by the scraping of teeth.
Right.
Most of the bones have been cracked open for the marrow within.
Ew, some creatures have disgusting eating habits.
Can I have a notice check, please?
Yeah,
Okay.
high alert here.
Yep, you are indeed. Alas, it is not high enough. As a ghoul ambushes you.
Oh, great.
I'm afraid it got a 9 on its stealth, and you got an 8, I'm afraid to say, because of that gosh darn fatigue. So, but it's fortunate. Out coming jumping out of the darkness appears a ghoul. Only your cat-like reflexes protect you from its razor-sharp claws.
Well, I don't see him on the map yet. Oh, I'm gonna yell back to you, schools!
What was that?
Bugger.
Arena.
Yes. What is that? Can you hear me, Kev?
I can.
What is that?
Cool.
It's a ghoul.
Oh, it's cool. I see. Can't see everything. There it is. Okay, I'm going to move up next to Jelsa and attack it.
Okay. Get the idea. You don't need it on all the time.
That seemed effective.
What's
You need to
up?
damage it now.
Doesn't know if sounds like
Sorry,
someone's
I was just putting the
munching on
waterproof
something.
cover on the sofa. Okay.
Radix surreptitiously tried to eat crisps quietly and failing miserably. It sounds like over there.
Nope.
Yeah, stealth roll fail.
I'm eating cheese biscuits.
Yep. I could hear every crinkling. Every
You
single.
can hear him in the cinema. It's terrible.
Okay, well that ghoul is down as you just come charging, walking up purposefully and slice it in twain with your katana.
Excellent.
Which is okay until the next one turns up. And misses.
I'd rather be fighting one ghoul than two.
How come we don't see him on the map when you have him attack us? Oh, a couple of them now.
Conrad.
I will move to there and I will cast Destroy Undead.
Okay.
That's bigger goals for you.
Medium blast template centered upon yourself.
I don't actually know where they are. I just hope there's not another
Everyone's
one.
bloody quiet today, or is it just me?
If everyone's quiet, turn up your input volume. Your output volume, even.
In fact, just before I do that, I'm going to move another inch towards up to Jelsa because I don't actually know how many's round the corner.
It's easy to get past me. I mean, I'm like 3 foot tall and 36 pounds soaking wet.
That is very teeny.
Yeah, let's push up into melee range. Suicidal.
I thought suicidal was just what Dondrad did.
Could hide behind Arena.
Are you moving? Because I can't accept it unless you. I can't move. I can't move unless you.
But that's too far into it. It's got to be there, isn't it?
I didn't mean to turn off your medium burst, so by all means put it back on. I was trying to turn mine off, but I managed to turn off all instead of just mine. Ah.
Oopsies.
So it's there. I don't know if it's as a second rank coming, so I just thought I'd move up and fire it everywhere.
Okay, so you spend 2 power points, and I get to make a vigor roll, don't I? Because I'm really lucky.
As I pull out a holy symbol and I start to pray.
Make a it's a spirit roll or take a wound, which can be soaked as usual.
Yes.
it's interesting. It's the complete opposite way around of the way it used to work in D&D, where the cleric had to do the die roll.
I know it's bizarre, and I've got no skill roll. It's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah. What we should do actually is make it a power that you can drag and drop on, so at least I know you're doing it. Okay. What is a ghoul's toughness? 7. So damage of 11. That isn't doing it, which is very confusing. That does it, yeah. Okay, so you destroy one ghoul, however, the other ghoul resists.
Right.
That brings us to Bert.
The other
Okay,
ghoul
well,
says,
Bert's
"Oh,
kind of
that's
stuck
nice
here in the
sword."
back. So Bert will run up.
Everyone talked all over you there.
Or at least run up as far as he can. Sorry, Rannick, didn't mean to bump you.
Watch it, Furball.
And there's not much else he can do at this range, so that will be Bert.
Brings us to Schnookums.
Schnookums is also going to run up. Oh, that's a little better.
Oh, that's good.
Everybody's kind of crowded around, so he can't get any closer, really.
Yeah, but
In which
obviously you can.
In which case, Schnookums will come this way a little bit to make sure nothing sneaks up behind Arena.
Okay, basically just that way, just there, because obviously 2D map and all that. That is a drop. That is just
Right.
Yeah, that is.
I can kind of see the spiral that's supposed to be there.
Yeah. So it's just. Yeah. So yeah. So Schnookums can see that there is just darkness below.
Oh yeah. Okay. But Schnookums, like I said, is going to make sure nothing sneaks up behind Arena.
Okie doke. That's no problem at all. And that brings us to Jilsa.
Well, Jilsa's standing right here, and these things have tried to her and claw at her, and she's not happy, but she's gonna take out her scimitar and stab him, the one that's left. Not like that!
I'm inclined. Am I going to be really evil or just nasty?
I'm already fatigued, just be nasty.
Well, really evil is I'll have you hit one of the other party. But yes, I will basically say, unfortunately, slipping on the blood from the first ghoul that actually, there's 2 dead ghouls already, isn't there? Yeah, no, Reader killed the first ghoul, and then Dodger blew up the second one. So yes, basically going to attack the ghoul in front of you. You unfortunately slip on the blood of the first dispatched ghoul, and basically causes you to lose your balance and basically leave yourself vulnerable to attack.
And because I haven't moved, I can't even roll back underneath Snookums.
You still, well, actually, logically, you can move because moving is a free action. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to move far because I'm flat on the ground, but I could curl up or roll up under Snookums.
Oh, you're not prone. You just slid and leave yourself exposed and vulnerable, is what I was going to say. But yeah, of course, you can back away.
I'm moving back. Behind Snookums.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately, of course, that does mean I get to hit you.
Yeah, great.
I don't think. So that is, as I say, so basically you leave yourself vulnerable, trying to backpedal away. A ghoul slashes at you, but you narrowly avoid it, and it managed to get out of danger. Rannick.
Right, I was going to go over behind Schnookums because there was nowhere to get in, but it looks like Jels has left a space, so Rannick will move in. Come here, you bastard!
And Stumblefoot himself.
He will do no such thing.
You shall see. Okay.
Oh, yes.
ghouls. Okay, you kill it.
I'm really getting pissed off with these ghouls. Actually, it was 3 wins because I forgot to add the +4 for my rhino hide. And then I'll take my last inch of movement to step forwards and to guard everybody else from the cavern the ghouls have come from.
Okay. And that will end your turn.
It will.
Bringing us to Goodfella, who's already stated 5 inches of his movement. I think he's got pace of 6, but do you want to run or do anything other than move to there, Mr. Goodfella, sir?
I'll just move to there.
Okie doke. So you can just see all the action. Okay, well, seems all the fun and games, it all quietens down again.
If it all quietens down again, Brannick is going to just carefully sneak forward and poke his head around the corner there.
I wouldn't be surprised if she heard something.
Would you like to make
that ghoul was very stealthy on a 15.
Yes, would you like to make a notice check?
I didn't spot it.
I'm afraid you didn't spot it, so as you step round the corner there, the ghoul lunges. Oh, you didn't spot it, did you? That's unfortunate. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, your shield deflection saves you.
Aha, my shield is like a shield of steel.
Unfortunately, the ghoul got a joker, so he gets to go now.
Damn him.
And I did get a Benny, so I'm going to actually spend the Benny I just got from... Oh, there we go. No problem at all. I suppose... No, he doesn't critically fail. That brings us Goodfella.
Again?
Mm.
Can I attack this bear?
You can if you want, but Bert might be a bit upset with you.
Hey, Bert, where's I asked the bear where Bert is.
I'm sorry, I had background noise. What was the question?
He asked you where you were.
I suddenly just...
I was playing the Goodfella doesn't know you can turn into a bear.
I'm sorry, I'm having flashbacks to the after. I'm just having flashbacks to the after when Bert was a bear.
Maybe it's a thing.
Oh dear. Mind you, Goodfella's half as big as I've forgotten his name. Anyway, the bear seems sort of quite placid and friendly as you come up to it, and tries to communicate. Basically, seems to be talking back to you. Although, because you don't speak bear, Goodfella, I'm afraid you don't understand what it's being said.
I ruffle the bear around its ears and say, "Good bear."
Face palm.
Jelsa.
Jelsa doesn't like these ghouls, so she's going to tiptoe back this way a little bit.
Okay.
Get an idea of how deep that drop is.
Okay, I've got sound effects for that.
You will tell me if any of these ghouls bear any resemblance to a certain asshole, won't you?
She's going to drop a pebble. She's going to drop a pebble down there.
Okay. The cramped tunnel opens into a vertiginous gulf, a cathedral-like cavern with a roof arching 30 feet overhead and dropping into a sloshing pool of foamy seawater 60 yards below. A steep stone ledge winds down to these surging depths, its slope glistening with moisture and mould. A stone door stands in the northwestern wall about halfway down the slope, with a very irate woman bashing at the door, desperately trying to break it down.
Ah, excellent. I want to go over to her. In a few minutes to say, I recognise her.
I'll whisper back to Irina, "Hey, this lady we've been following is over here and she looks mad."
Well, I'll follow her then, but stay back.
Oh, God, she's
Watch out
shutting
for the
up.
big
Sorry.
rock. You gotta go around the outside because there's a big hole in the middle of this room.
Dodondrad.
Yeah, Stone Drad. Don Drad.
Oh, that gets interesting.
Target.
I need. I'm actually looking at that. The slope. Oh, by the way, the map doesn't give it a good impression, but actually, it looks like that's quite a steep slope. Apparently.
Yeah, you can't go that way, Irina. You gotta go around the way
Oh.
I'm.
Well, no, she can if she
Sorry.
wants, and then I'll just basically worry about the fact she's just dropped 180 feet.
Yeah.
Or I could just turn into a bird and fly over it.
You could. But anyway, I'm going to read the description to this bit in a minute because I'm trying to get my head around it.
Right. Dondrad is going to cast Relief on Goodfella and Jelsa and use the numb, and he's going to take off the fatigue penalties and the pair of them.
Okie dokie. Let's them ignore the fatigue for 1 hour.
And 1 wound, should they get it.
I've lost Goodfella. There's Goodfella.
Pretty calm or something. Not like he's insignificant.
Okay.
Look at bastard ghouls.
Rannick attacks the ghoul.
He doesn't like him any better than I do, but I'm not gonna stand there and fight him.
Well, I'm glad at least he's not fighting for ghoul rights or anything.
Okay, you wounded. Sorry, I was reading ahead there and I got myself distracted. Okay, the ghoul goes down. And
once I've ripped my sword through its guts, I'm going to carry on round this corner a bit. Ready for yet another. 2 more inches of move. Let's see what's in that. Oh, I can see out the end there.
well, actually, all you see is basically nothing. It's just a straight drop from there.
Right. Okay.
If you think about it, so this is the bit I'm just trying to get my head round. The sloping ledge is difficult to navigate. Anyone who doesn't climb along its surface must make an athletics roll each round. Does that mean you've got to stick to the wall?
I guess so. Yeah.
What happens if you just fall?
Well, there's a couple different ways to interpret that, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Well, I guess it's GM's choice then.
Well, I'm just trying to work it out myself.
You are God, after all.
No, I'm not.
In this world, you are.
I'm a small bald man who talks in riddles, except I forget to do the riddles most of the time. Wearing red robes.
That's not exactly what God is.
We don't want to get into philosophical debates that might upset religious individuals.
In this world, only in this world, you are God.
No, because this one's got lots of gods, and but I know what you say.
Oh.
So I'm just still trying to work out. You said there's a couple of ways to interpret it. What are your various options?
Well, you have to stay along the very wall edge so that you've got kind of a grip against the wall.
Yeah.
If you're going to go down at all. You have to move at half speed, basically climbing down the slope.
Yeah, that's true, because climbing is
the slope. And then you can always just sit down and slide down. I mean, it is going to be fun, right?
Or if you want to be a real mini GM would make you roll versus athletics, and if you fail, you slip and take bumps and bruises.
Well, it does say. I think it does. Anyone who doesn't climb along the surface makes an athletics roll each round. It's just an interesting one. That I'm quite intrigued to know.
Who knows? All of the above would apply.
I know, this is the thing. It's just a very strange one. I'm going to see if that is a direct translation of the original text. Or because, as you say, I forget climbing is half your pace. So you know what I mean? That might just be an interest if they've changed it from the original text, but it's taking forever for it to load. Come on, Fantasy Grounds. In the meantime, if anyone wishes to explore the area, otherwise I'll make Jules have to make an at the meanest, Jules has to make an athletics roll for the fact that she's standing out in the middle of the ledge. If you take it at its most literal, I suppose, don't you? But we'll
Well, but
worry.
that's not the slope part. Is the thing?
Yeah.
It looks like the slope starts right in front of that door.
No, it's a slope from here down. Apparently,
It's a spiral. It's an anti-clockwise spiral. But
it's an anti-clockwise spiral all the way down, according to the actual description.
It's a plug hole.
Yeah. So, misgivings. The manager chasing the misgivings locations. Here we go.
Irina could always just do a
Event.
bird fly down there.
I just did. Look.
I know that is translated from the original. The sloping ledge is difficult to navigate. The character who doesn't climb along its surface, doing so is a DC 5 climb check, must make a DC 12 athletics check each round. Failure by 5 or more sends the character sliding down the ramp all the way to the bottom. So it's
Since climbing is an athletics check, if we don't make an athletics check, we have to make an athletics check.
yeah, I know. That's why it doesn't. That's what I'm thinking. Hence my confusion on that one. I think the easiest thing to say is we're going to say you can move your normal pace, but it's an athletics check. If you find the athletics check, you basically get to slide all the way down to the bottom, unless of course you're Arena.
Mm-hmm.
But does moving half pace prevent the athletics check?
If you move half pace along the side of the wall, yes. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just reading ahead now. So that's all right. So then I put it. Oh yes, there we go. Thank you. That's what I forgot. Okay.
Is it possible for Rannick to climb down from this end here?
If you want to. It's okay, so Arena is shape changing, I assume, into some form of
With a bat.
bat. Okay. Shape change to bat.
more sensible in the
You didn't get the race.
No.
Oh, Steam, stop telling me people are playing games. I want to get at my bottom bar. I want to get at the bar down there. I'll make you a fruit bat. There we go. You fly across to there. Arena's pounding on the door and crying a lot, but it gets very loud, so I'm not going to do that again. Oh dear. Here we go.
I'm not.
No, the other one.
Sorry,
Well,
Alicia. Okay, how am I going to get rid of that? How do I get rid of that? Oh, it's
Don't
gone.
worry, I can also turn back into a person as soon as I get there if it makes it easy for you.
No, it wasn't that. Because your move arrow was still in the way. It was very annoying. Okay,
Yeah, I can still see it.
I'm not going to use initiative, but I am going to sort of carry on using the fact that you've got to move down this slowly and your powers might expire. So I'm going to not deal. Oh, I might as well deal cards. Why not? It's easier that way. There is a chance you get jokers and everything, isn't there? So.
Mm-hmm.
So, Arena, basically, that works out rather well. You shape change, turn into a bat, and fly across. Good fella.
Mm-hmm.
Are there ghouls still?
No, it's all very quiet now, apparently.
Go there. To there.
Okay. So, as I say, you're basically standing at the top looking at this long slope going downwards. But
Bert believes in taking chances.
Oh, God. Okay, make an athletics check as you get to there. Okay.
Bloody hell, Bert. Whoa!
Okay, a character who goes over. Okay, so this is an interesting one. A character who goes over the edge at the bottom of the ramp. This whole encounter just is very badly written. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Does he get a chance to grab on at the bottom?
No, rereading this again, I'm taking it back. Rereading this again, I know what they mean now. They literally mean if you want to just climb down rather than go down the slope, having read it again. Does that make sense? Because it does say here, a character who goes over the edge at the bottom of the ramp. Oh, there is an edge at the bottom. Oh no, failure slides all the way down to the bottom. I take it back. Right, he does slide all the way down to the bottom. At that point, he will
Make a saving throw.
I will say you get to make another athletics check to try and stop yourself going off the edge.
Into the drink.
Oh dear. That's going to be unpleasant.
That's a big cannonball.
It is, as Bert the bear drops 180 feet into the water below.
Oh dear.
Bears swim, though.
Oh, I thought you said it was 60 feet.
60 yards.
Oh, bother.
Oh, please give the bear a Benny for saying, oh, bother.
I agree. This could hurt, I'm afraid. It's a 180-foot drop into water.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of distance is kind of like hitting concrete.
It is.
Cannonball!
That's quite a thump.
That's going to have one hell of a lot of splash.
That will have one hell of a lot of splash. Oh, well done, Bert.
Nice.
I mean, it's still going to hurt, but it's still going to hurt.
It's only one wound because running won't affect that, so I soaked 3 of them.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. Running does not affect you soaking the damage of falling 180 feet. It's just because you go down so fast, it does affect your athletics. Okay.
Let's hear it for that insulation layer for the hibernating bear.
Yeah. At the okay, so you're in the pool at the bottom.
Just as well he can shape change and fly up, really, isn't it?
It is really. I was just thinking about that because he's 180 feet from the edge of the ledge into that pool. The pool is 100 feet deep, apparently.
Good, because he'll need some of that stopping distance.
Oh, crud. So Bert takes 1 wound and is shaken after I accidentally soaked the damage. Okay, Schnookums.
Goes after Bert.
Yeah, no, Schnookums doesn't like the water. So Schnookums is just going to kind of go along the edge here.
Yeah. Schnookums is fine. Donjad.
Right, that's... I'm going to go over the edge.
Now you've seen how not to do it.
You're going to go over the edge?
Yeah. So, I pace is 5. So
Well,
I just climb down.
Oh, well, that's an athletics check.
I mean, anybody would think I'm suicidal, but...
Yeah, not exactly a glorious death in battle, is it?
Yeah. Just to prove I did say 60 yards earlier.
No, but it would,
I believe you.
I didn't say you didn't. I was just saying.
Here, Stunty, is he a dwarf or is he a Klingon?
Oh, dear, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Doesn't deserve a Benny. Jelsa.
Jelson's pretty agile, so she's gonna climb.
Given that it takes about 6 seconds, I would say at this point, Jelsa's watching everyone going past. That about this point, you hear a splash.
Yeah, so you need an athletics check for me to just
I
climb.
do indeed.
Oh, good. That was. I thought for a minute that was a double one. It was a 7-1.
Yeah, that's what it was looking like for me too. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, so you just clamber down. That's absolutely fine. Given that everyone's just clambered down there, apart from Stuckums, and Arena's over there with Aisha at this point, I think it's time to hit you with the ambush.
Oh, really? Just before my card?
Oh, I thought you'd happen, but yes.
Okay, well that should have ended my turn, right?
It should have done indeed. So I'm going to have the ghouls request interrupt. They're not, because I'll be really nice and fair about it, which will be athletics. There's a group of them, so I'll do them as a group. So that I'm going to attempt to interrupt you, Ranik.
Okay.
I might spend a Benny and try that again.
It's opposed athletics, isn't it? Not agility.
It is opposed athletics with a 6 to beat. Okay, you get to go first.
Right, there'll be a shout of, look out behind it! And Ranik will take a shot with his bow at the one that's closest to Arena, because that's the one that's closest to anybody.
Interestingly enough, these goblins are wearing the same colours as the goblins that attacked Sandpoint.
What a coincidence!
Bastard goblins. Bastard undead bastard goblins.
It's almost as if they fled the attack on Sandpoint, entered this cave, and got turned into ghouls.
Mm.
Oh, so yeah, goblin ghast fight, I should say. Okay, you shake a ghast. Okay, over to the goblins. He doesn't unshake because he got shaken automatically, so that's too loud today, I'm not in the mood. Okay, so the Goblin Ghast number 1 comes over here and basically bites the bat, whose small size should be an advantage, which it is. Goblin Ghast number 2 is shaken. Goblin Ghast number 3 is... what? Tokens? Oh, I'm not pressing Alt. He's going to use his claws, clamber up at half speed and attack Schnookums. Missing. And finally, Goblin Ghast number 4 is going to basically move at half pace to get to there, so he doesn't have to. Why would he not let? I'm having some real issues. You have to close the map and get it back to... oh, he's stuck on the wall, that's why. You have to close the map and get it back, because that's the problem I had.
Okay. Okay, well, if I close it, will you reshare it, please?
Yes.
Thank you so kindly. You hit me. That's just rude.
Okay, so I'm afraid your bat form takes 2 wounds.
My bat form shall soak.
Please do.
When I get the right card.
Fortunately, soaking as a bat looks like it's quite hard.
Just drag the Benny onto the wound on the combat tracker, it'll do it automatically.
Or hold down control and press the soak button. That appears.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Okay, I'm looking for the soak button.
Or just say, Kevin, can you soak for me?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to learn how to use it properly.
No, that's okay. I don't mind.
I'm going to try that. Does that do it? Yeah.
It did, but unfortunately, your
It was
delicate bat form doesn't help much.
I'll try one more, Benny.
Okay. Oh, there
Hey.
comes the 6. That's looking better. And
That's the one.
that's the one. You are able to avoid all blows and therefore don't have to worry. Okay, new round.
Good.
Aisha Foxglove gets to go first. She is going to attack the door.
Oh, crap. I think I am going to... Oh, God, no, there's no point.
Oh,
Why did I have to
21
get a
points of
bloody
damage.
base?
Okay, Aisha Foxglove smashes the door open and strides in, crying as she goes. Goblin Ghast Goblin Ghast claws Arena. Missing. Goblin Ghast unshakes. And moving very slowly gets to there. And misses. I like the idea of half pace, or basically make an athletics check is my interpretation of the rules. It's easier than having to make an athletics roll to not make an athletics roll. Actually, I think there's a maximum number of attacks you can have on a small character, isn't there?
No, don't think so.
Okay, I'll have an attack on the bat as I go by. Yes. Arena.
Hey, that means the bat gets a free attack on it as it leaves.
Hasn't actually left Arena's area of effect.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No, you know what I mean, reach.
Here's a question. Can I
Yes.
shape change directly from one animal to another?
Logically, possibly, I don't know. It really
Did Rannick
depends
ever get
on the
it?
trappings, doesn't it? Because if
Did Rannick ever get to act last round after you interrupted him?
yes, he shot a
I
ghoul.
shot a
Yeah,
ghoul.
you're right. With the trappings I've got, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to turn back to elf. I am going to drop back into elf form, and then I am immediately going to attack the one. In fact, I'm going to do a push attack on 2 and try and push it off the edge.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. There are goblins after all, so that will be opposed strength, won't it?
Yeah, because pushing is just strength in Pathfinder, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep, I'm just going to make it straightforward. That ghoul's going off the edge. That ghoul takes 57 points of damage as it hits the water. From
And if
Bert's
it's
perspective,
soaked, Bert can fight it.
it's not going to soak 57 points of damage. It just hits the water and just basically just floats on the surface and then slowly submerges downwards. Domjad.
Run.
That will be an athletics check to run.
Oops.
Oh god, my running is at -2 because I've just.
Yes, that's the whole point. That's because you said run. That's why. That's the fun and games of it, because it's slippery and sliding. So the point I'm trying to make is you're moving fast and okay.
Oh, okay. Well, finding pennies on this is a bad idea because I'm going to need them for a soak roll, aren't I?
Yep. This is a TPK moment here.
Are you wearing armour?
Yes.
I think yes.
Lovely.
Okay, Donjad hits the water hard.
And sinks like a stone.
Exactly. It's 100 feet down. I hope he can hold his breath. Oh! Okay, Dondrad is the. Oh, that's a shame. Dondrad hits the water very hard and starts to sink.
Don't worry, I
Oh,
can
dear.
get myself out of this. I have a cunning plan.
It's going to have to be really good.
So, from Bert's perspective, first he's nearly basically he hits the water hard and he's feeling a bit winded. Then, as he's swimming around in this foaming seawater, he splashes as a goblin hits the water really hard, followed very swiftly afterwards by Dondrad, who narrowly misses him. But
Right, here's a weird thing though. What happens if I drink a potion of invulnerability? Or I'll put myself on the ethereal plane. I have no idea what that means, but there you go.
Well, it means
intangibility. Do you mean?
Intangibility.
It hasn't got. Yes, but of course, when you buy them, it loses the blimmin' effects, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you'll still have mass, won't you?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but I can't be.
Still gonna be able to breathe, I think.
I can't be affected by anything physical, but magical attacks still work. I don't. But that does. But
he becomes incorporeal. He's unable to affect the physical world, and it cannot affect him. He can travel through walls, and non-magical weapons pass straight through him. Any items carried while incorporeal, you may affect other incorporeal. Logically, I would say it becomes an interesting one, doesn't it? Just because you're incorporeal, does that mean you can breathe water? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, how do you breathe? I mean, it's magical, isn't it? So I'm going to assume that the magic sustains you for the duration of the spell.
And does that also mean it's the burrow part or not? I don't know.
No, I think when it says you can move through walls, I don't think it necessarily means vertically. I think it means horizontally.
Yes. But if you become incorporeal, see, this is the problem with magic, and sometimes, isn't it? You become incorporeal, so you're no longer solid. Does that mean gravity no longer affects you? Otherwise, you just sink through the floor.
Well, I believe in the Dresden Files, when Harry Dresden was a ghost and he was asking this question, the answer came, you don't sink through the floor because you believe you shouldn't.
Which means we can drink the potion of intangibility, therefore you become incorporeal, therefore water will not be filling your lungs because obviously the water's passing through you, but because you know you're wearing heavy metal armor and you're in a lake, you're still going to sink to the bottom of it.
Yes, but you would be able to walk along the bottom and climb out.
Yes.
You mean the potion lasts long enough?
Assuming the potion lasts long enough and he's...
Yeah, because if you're still under the water when you turn back to solid, your lungs are already full of water at that point. You've already drowned.
Yes, that is very true.
Well, put it this way, to add insult to injury, nobody's going to be lowering the rope down because I can't use it.
And also, we're kind of preoccupied being attacked by ghouls.
Yeah, and if you're incorporeal, Bert can't pick you up and carry you out with his big bear muscles.
So it's up to you.
Mind you, it's Bert's turn anyway. Dondra can't drink a potion until the next round.
Exactly. I'm just trying to think how fast do you reckon you sink underwater?
With armour on, very. Can't you stop yourself, Jojo?
Remember, I don't take any damage from swarms. I'm literally full metal everywhere. Because Gorham is the Iron God. He appears as a full plate mail figure wielding a two-handed sword.
And your skeleton will appear as a full rust metal dwarf carrying a sword.
So the idea, the real factor is what's proteins? Just because it's down to the fact you obviously would carry on forward, you get normal. It's interesting. There doesn't seem to be a speed velocity at which a person sinks will be less than 3 meters a second. It doesn't mean there must be a specific value to it. So that's 3 meters is 9 feet. So I'm going to say you're going to sink at 10 feet around. That seems reasonable. It's probably slow, but I'm happy with that. Maybe it's very salty, the water down here. But
okay, I'm trying to make sure I got all my little bits together here for you to do this other shape change for me.
Okay. Oh yes, I need to pop it in, don't I?
Okay, I think. Let's see. Yeah, everything else I think is role play side of it. So okay, yeah, I think that's what I need.
Tammy, please pass me the kitchen roll.
Where have you put it?
Oh, I'm putting it in the Fantasy Ground chat. I'm just making sure I get all mine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
buttons.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not a problem. It was just all fun and games. Oh, this one's very. Oh, can you really?
It is size 2.
Wow. Post the bestiary.
It is page 39.
Well, we're obviously looking at it here. A young copper dragon is size 2. So you're a young copper dragon. Yeah, cool.
No, a base copper dragon is size 2. A wormling copper dragon is size -1.
No, not young, not youngling. Not
okay.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry, yeah, I was checking.
As opposed to adult, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can get this shape change out like I want to.
Yeah, copper dragon in brackets young is size 2. Copper dragon adult is size 6, and the wormling is size -1. Yep. So let's see if this works. Looks like it did.
Now it did.
Okay, so I need to go into my asset library and go copper. I believe I haven't got many copper dragons. I haven't even got a Pathfinder copper dragon. But there you go. Actually, that probably is the Pathfinder copper dragon. So there you are. You are now a copper dragon.
Okay, I will go over and I will grab Dondrad in my mouth very gently. Grab Dondrad in my mouth and start walking up the wall.
Because you could walk. You've got wall walker abilities, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Very clever.
Very clever indeed.
That way I don't have to fight with trying to fly out of this narrow hole. I'll just walk up the wall.
That is brilliant. I am actually going to have to award you a Benny for just awesomeness there. That's just awesome. You're a copper dragon walking up a wall with a very injured dwarf in your mouth.
Did we just play fetch?
Yes, we did.
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Now toss him.
We'll walk a stone only. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you lucky it's stone?
Okay, and now Schnookums is going to whack this ghast in front of him.
Oh, that's oh. Hang on, you might. Oh, that might be a problem. You might not be able to do that. Core rules.
Being a druid allows him to, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. That's what I need to check. Class edges. Where's the class? Oh no, it's not the class edge. It's under edges.
He can drop the power as a free action and then cast it.
No, that's not the issue. I need to check exactly.
I think it was more whether or not he could change into the magical beast, which he can.
No, it's when you that's okay, but it's an innate ability to. It's something you get as an innate, isn't it? To let you.
Yeah, the wall walk is an innate. Yeah, it's part of being a dragon. Same with his cone breath.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Against the shape change spell, he doesn't know how to do digestion, because that's where it gets interesting. Right? I just want to check because it gets. That's what I'm. Right. A creature's attributes are card, but innate powers and arcane backgrounds aren't. Wall walk is an innate power. That's why I was just checking. That's why I suddenly looked at it. because Wall Walker is actually a magical innate power it has. It's not something it can do naturally, if that makes sense.
You're gonna have to fly out.
You're gonna have to fly out because you can
It
fly.
does say innate power, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just grab him and fly up.
It's not a problem. As I say, it's not a problem, but as it were. But I mean, the added advantage is, well,
I'll get up twice as fast this way anyhow. So.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
it's not a
3
problem.
times as fast.
Exactly. It's not a problem in the big scheme of things. I wanted to check it while I remembered, so we know in future, if that makes sense. So a dragon has flight of 18 inches. So what's that? That's 18 inches is 36.
36 yards.
Yeah, so you'll be up. You're halfway up already. Schnookums.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, Schnookums is going to whack this ghoul in front of him.
Go for it. He's got it targeted.
And will critically fail.
He does have 3 bennies after all.
It's a critical fail. More than half of
yes.
my numbers were 1s.
Oh dear, I'm going to have to make Schnookums vulnerable. Possibly sliding and slipping.
Yeah.
Sliding
Too busy trying to keep his feet under him.
Yeah, sliding and slipping. He suddenly has to literally use all his claws to dig into the wall, which means he's less able to defend himself. Jelsa.
Now, from where I am, I can't tell which level these various gas are on.
I know, this is the fun and games of 3 dimensions. Logically speaking, everything's above you, so you probably can't see it from where you are.
Now, which
Really
way
hear
are
it now.
Gast 4 and Irina? Irina's above Gast 4 then, from the way the map looks here.
Below.
Below.
Sorry, so Arena's above gas floor. Sorry, below. The gas. Sorry, I I got them the wrong way around.
So if I move in the direction of Panic, I'm moving towards Gast 4?
Yes.
The other way
Yeah.
it takes me to the water.
Yes. Half pace or an agility, athletics check.
I'll do an athletics check.
Okay, that's gone really well for everyone else, but you're fine.
Yeah, we're talking Jelsa when it comes to athletics.
Okay, your pace is 7, so you can move 7 inches. I'm going to say once you get round the corner, you will be able to see Ghast 4. So yeah.
Okay, but the other ones are above me, but I can see him.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Let's be honest. You can, if you fire a cone up the slope, it will still potentially hit both of them. Yes.
Okay.
Because it's area of effect. You don't necessarily have to be able to see the target, do you?
Yeah, so I'm going to try that. And I'll have to use selective so I don't accidentally get one of my friends in there. I know 2 of them are swimming, so I'm not going to worry about them.
Go for it.
Okay, so I can target this one and this one. You got them targeted for me because it's not targeted for me.
Yeah. No, I'm just dragging the entire map. There we go. Combat tracker. I do wish there was a way to lock a window so it doesn't move. So, when you try and click and drag something and you just get it wrong, so it says, oh, you want to move the window. Might put that into the request list. Okay, you successfully cast fireworks. However, one of the ghouls is unaffected, but the second ghoul is immolated.
Take them down one at a time. That works too.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay, roll a d6.
Our GM appears to have turned into Frankie Howard.
Did he not? Okay, it's obviously a brief flash, but that ghoul cries out in pain and agony, but is still standing. That brings us to Goodfella.
Which one did I destroy?
Hey,
you
Sam,
didn't.
Could you throw me up a map on my screen?
Yeah, sure. Did that work?
I think these may be tougher goblins.
Nope.
It's showing you as having access to it.
Where would it be? Who would it be now?
Shows you've got access to it. It's even got your little portrait down in the corner. So if it's hidden, I'm not sure where it's gone for you, I'm afraid.
Aye, maybe if you double click on you.
Might be worth, yeah. But if I suppose if you somehow manage to move the map off the edge of the screen, it would go, wouldn't it?
Mm,
I don't know how you get it back other than
rebooting.
Well, no, that won't necessarily do it because when you close down, it remembers the locations of Windows, doesn't it? So you actually have to go in and delete an XML file if you can't see the map. Because at the moment, it's definitely showing your icon as one of the ones. You could try double clicking on your icon on the combat tracker, see if that brings the map up. But my gut feeling is you can't see it. It's gone somewhere. I don't know what to suggest.
Completely closing Fantasy Grounds and reopening it.
You could try that.
Well,
The only other thing I could do. Sorry, carry on.
Can I see things to attack?
From where you are, yes. Although they're all quite a way away.
The only things Goodfella can see are the ghasts that are attacking Arena.
Yes.
Yes. Logically, you can see Gas 3 because it's downslope. Oh no, because of the lighting. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you could only see the. Yeah, that's very true. You can only see. Yeah, all you can see is the Ghast attacking Arena
on the other side of the pit.
Can I get them in a burst?
Hang on a second. Let me. Everyone's going to lose the map. Okay, I'm just warning you because if I do that, oops, was that the wrong one? Did the map vanish for everyone?
The map's gone.
Yeah.
Good.
Have you not got a right click option?
So if I now share the map, does everyone see the map now?
I see the map. I see the light. I see it.
There we go. That works.
Beautiful. They should have sent the poet.
Right. By the way, don't you have a right click option to synchronize map?
Yes, and I tried that. It didn't do it.
All right. Okay.
I had to unshare it and reshare it. It would appear.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that will just synchronize the map view wherever it happens to be on the desktop already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've got the map. From your perspective, you can see what you can see, if that makes sense.
I will throw a bolt each at Goblin Gas 4 and Goblin Gas Prime.
Okay, so that will be 2 actions, so you'll need to activate your multi-action, and then cost bolt twice.
Does that mean it's a transformer if it's Goblin Gas Prime?
Very good. Go for it. Make your bolt castings. I don't miss the old days of rapid fire bolting on a single spell casting.
I'm gonna Benny that.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that one go.
Okay, so your first bolt misses. Try your second. Well, your first bolt fails. Don't forget, it still costs you a power point. Your second bolt misses. Well, fails to cast.
I will Benny that for a try.
Okay. Yep, go for it.
Oh, poor good fella.
Okay, it still costs you 2 power points those to fail to cast, but yeah, obviously desperately trying to keep it together. You unfortunately fail to summon up the magical energies. Rannick, you are in theory above everything, so you can see anything that you can see, with the possible exception.
He shouts and then shoots slightly to her right, hitting the ghast behind her.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rannick done.
You shake the ghast. Oh, dear. This is really interesting. Okay, that is the end of the round. Cards have been dealt. Arena gets to go first.
Oh, they're both shaken. Excellent. I'm feeling like beheading a goblin ghast. I'll see what I can do about that. Not actually a cold shot, but if it goes well, that would be nice. That's not so much in the going well, is it? I think I'm going to do that. Huh. Oh well. I don't even know where Amber is.
There we go.
Are you?
Brilliant. Okay, sorry. So I was reading good stuff in the background there. So you hit and you don't hurt it. You hit and it's hardy. So unfortunately, although it's shaken, they're horrible things. Right. Okay. So at this point, we have some. I have to do some dramatic, slight tweaking of encountering stuff because it's the only way I can get things to work. So basically, I'm going to have to fudge how this works, but that'll work. So basically, otherwise, the whole sort of crux of this whole encounter goes out the window just because of some incredibly good dice rolling by certain NPCs. Okay. So first things first. Fortunately, Irina is the only one realist at this time, really, to appreciate what she gets to see. Other people, if you've got line of sight, you will be able to see it. Oh, I've got a bug! I've got a bug! Oh, how the hell did I not notice that one? Oh, because I didn't see. So, treasure link. That's one hell of a bug. It's complete bollocks text. Okay, so Irina, I think for special and understandable reasons, I think only you should appreciate the wondrous image before you.
It is something pretty special.
Indeed, and it's emerging out. It can see the fighting and sees you engaged with the ghasts and looks at you and goes, You've come to me. I knew my letters would sway your heart, my love. Let us consummate our hunger. At which
you are vile as a man. You're worse as a ghoul. I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch.
At which point, from appearing behind him, literally out of the shadows.
That is unless she gets there first.
He turns his head slightly, goes, "My love, why? Why did you bring my wife?"
Because that's what you deserve.
Okay. He turns and he turns and slashes at his dead wife. And critically fails! Wow, this might be a very short fight. Goes, how many times do I have to kill you, woman? Jelsa. It has to be said, that's a very different voice. He just said that into the one he spoke to you in. He didn't recognize
from where Jelsa is, she realizes that Irina's in reach of those ghasts, and her best effort didn't really make a lot of difference. So targeting herself and Irina, she's good because I noticed the fireflies dissipated.
Oh, she's casting more protection.
So that would be on me and Irina, and it's not got the raise, so it's just what, the +2?
It's armor +2 rather than toughness +2, yeah. There we go. I'll just click that little button and on it goes. The fireflies start flying around Irina and Jelsa yet again.
I'm going to back up just a couple of feet.
Okie dokie.
Oh, brilliant.
These things are creepy.
Okay. Oops. Goblin Ghast. Goblin Ghast remains shaken. The other Goblin Ghast unshook, so I'm happy with that. Okay, this Goblin Ghast is going to go for the vulnerable Schnookums. Hitting. This could be bad. Because obviously if you get paralysed, you can't stop yourself falling. Schnookums is going to be shaken, which I have a horrible feeling.
If I spend a Benny to avoid that shaken, would that also avoid the paralyzation?
Unfortunately not, because it doesn't avoid it, it just turns it off, doesn't it?
Okay.
But okay, but that's okay. You've got to be wounded by the Ghast's claw or bite attack to be paralysed. So that's okay. However, that's interesting. Yeah. No, okay. Schnookums is fine. He's only shaken. You know what I mean? He's shaken, but he's not
right. Shaken, not stirred. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And Goblin Ghast number 4 is basically going to actually Goblin Ghast number 4 is going to advance down on the person that's set on fire, which means Arena does get the chance to get a free attack on Goblin Ghast number 4 as he leaves the area of effect. Go after Jelsa.
Cool. Let's do a. Yeah.
One, there you go. He's targeted.
Just for the sake of looks, you know, I don't have an unarmed attack. I'm doing this unarmed because I want to be kicking him. If it succeeds, I want to kick him off the edge. That's so not a success, but I don't think it would have really improved if I'd have done it with the katana, because it's still a shit roll.
No problem at all. I'm now going to claw Jelsa Sparkle Tips. Missing completely. That brings us to Aisha, who is going to claw ex-husband. And miss. That brings us to Rannick. I do have a fight for the Skinsaw man, so this There you go. You get the idea. He's, as you can tell, he doesn't shut up. It's not that I can turn him off, so here we go. Anyway, Rannick.
How far down is it from where Rannick is to where Jelsa is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I said. It is an athletics roll down.
Okay. Well, this is what Rannick wants to do. Hook his grappling hook on the wall up here, and then swing down on the rope, kicking the Ghast off into the pool and landing next to Jelsa.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, although it doesn't make sense from positionals, but it's too awesome to say no, so go for it.
So is that athletics to do it and then a strength roll for the push?
I would say it's an athletics test, wouldn't you?
Well, I actually want to push him off the edge, but yeah, if I succeed on the athletics test, if I can push him off instead of making him vulnerable, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, I will do an athletics test against the ghoul then. Look out, Sparkle Tits! Coming from above!
It looked really good, but I'm afraid.
I'm willing to Benny this.
He got obviously he got a 7, didn't he? Basically,
I know he did. Okay, I'm not spending any more bennies than that.
Have you noticed every time you got a 5?
Yeah.
I'm afraid the ghoul ducks you as you swing over. You swing out over the ledge, think, oh heck, and then come back.
But now I'm between Jelsa and the ghoul, so that's all fine.
Okay, but you actually have enough movement to fly.
Okay,
say
my plan
up the ledge.
is to fly to here
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
land, dropping Dondrad also on my right hand side.
Yep, that's
and
fine.
then I will
Where'd
attack
the
this.
bloody dragon come from?
Go for it.
Dragons can speak, can't they?
Yes.
I don't know. Can they? I guess they can.
Dragons can usually speak, yes.
Yeah, they can speak Common, Draconic, and Gnome.
Indeed.
So that means you can say, "It's me."
Surprise!
And I won't hit you with my Dragonbane sword.
Can I have a common knowledge roll from you, please, Aradik?
You can.
It's a copper dragon. It's less likely to attack you unless you attack it first.
Yes, it's a metallic dragon. Metallic dragon's good, chromatic dragon's bad.
Most of the time.
Generally.
Okay, the ghast is basically torn asunder by the copper dragon.
Oh, it's all right. It's on our side.
Schnookums recovers from being shaken.
And is not happy.
I don't think he would be, would he?
But just can't seem to get his feet under him enough to actually do anything.
It's the problem. It's that age-old problem of does he go all out on the attack and fall to his death, or does he? Oh, Dondrad's in a bad way.
Dondrad's fall to his death. He'll land on his feet.
Oh. Yeah, but but even a cat will have a hard time after falling 180 feet.
Dondrad cannot unshake.
He's coughing up water still.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend a penny to unshake automatically. Oh, you can't.
It's a moot point.
It's a moot point. Back to Goodfella.
Need a penny.
Exactly.
Goodfella can't see anything. He hopes everyone's okay. He's sort of follow. Can I follow? Rannick and Delsa?
Well, basically, from what you're standing on a ledge, and it's a long way down northwards, or there's a slope going off to your east. So you can clamber down if you want to, but if you fall, you have heard splashes and sort of you have heard sort of long followed by splashes. But it's up to you.
I'll go right.
You go right. Okay. That'll be that way. Which gets you to about there. And then you can see a ghoul attacking Schnookums.
I will attack the ghoul.
Be my guest.
Am I within reach of using a sword upon it?
Yes, you are within reach upon using the sword upon it. Quite interesting how big the area of effects are when you hover over people. It shows you how mobile people are in combat.
In fact, I just posted. I actually know who my 8-year-old told me 2 days ago. But there you go.
You hit the ghast with your longsword.
Ghastly.
Aha. Roll for damage. You shake the ghast. Do you wish to hit it with your short sword?
I do. I shall thrust upon it, mightily whacking, tossing it off my short sword.
Go for it. It is. I mean, your short sword has proven to be incredibly dangerous and incredibly accurate historically. And it looks like it's going to continue that trend. Roll the damage again. Oh. I think I cursed it.
I will bid you your curse.
Please do. That's looking a bit more like it. And it didn't do the extra damage, so let's just do that manually for you. So that gets us 16 points of damage. Yep, that is, yeah, with your short sword, you skewer the ghast, killing it instantly. At which point, Stuckers probably feels the need to have a quick wash. Oh dear, the Skinsaw man has got. Hang on, that's Arena, that's the Skinsaw man. That's interesting. He hasn't got any ability to technically see in the dark, but anyway. I'm sure that's a mistake.
Maybe
He's going to have to
so-
attack. He's going to have to attack his wife again, and he hits.
Maybe that tongue's what he's sensing with.
No, I think when you become evil, they give it to you for free.
He shakes.
Don't
Aisha.
do the tongue.
Aisha shakes. Shakes. Okay, Rannick.
Right,
still-
I think this.
Sorry.
I think this goblin gas needs to go for a swim.
Straight. You're going to push it then.
Skinsaw man.
I'll assume you're going to push him. Go for it.
I am going to push him, and because I'm using my shield, I get to add my parry bonus to my strength.
Oh, that's a bit nice.
I didn't drop it on him though, so it's not going to oppose it automatically. Sorry.
Yes, I hate you. Actually, I had targeted him. I had targeted. Oh no, I had. I don't know why. Okay, it's treating that as a hit with a raise, so that'll be his strength. 3. Okay, there we go. We all know what's going on.
Splash.
You've jumped so much then.
56 points of damage, and the goblin, as the ghast goes flying over the edge and dies with a horrible smack. You know what this picture looks like.
I do, yes.
He's mine.
All right, Rini. Keep your knickers on.
What's in knickers?
Right, you bastard. I'm going to stretch your neck so Rena can chop it.
Mr. Goodfellow, sir.
Yeah.
Basically, all you can really do is sort of safely edge yourself around the edge of the slippery slope, I'm afraid. Otherwise, you may end up going for a very long slide. Actually, I'll be honest, there's a dragon blocking it. You only slide as far as the dragon if you want to risk an athletics check to go faster.
No, I'll follow the dragon.
It's a bit athletics check to get to there then. I thought just to make sure you don't lose your balance, because it's a very steep, slippery slope, so I just need an athletics check if you're moving your full pace like that.
Okie dokie. You said athletics?
Yes, yeah. It's just you're just holding on to the side, trying to stop yourself from sliding too fast down.
Thanks.
Yep, you're fine. Absolutely fine. That brings us to Arena.
Okay. I'm just trying to find a wild attack because I intend to jump down there, screaming a battle cry, coming down between Rannick and the edge there, and attack the Skinsaw man. Why can't I find wild attack in the modifier?
You just type it usually. There we go.
Good. You done it for me.
I have
Fine,
indeed.
fine.
Skinsaw man's a bit
No,
strange.
that was the wrong roll. That was the wrong roll. That's the right roll. I rolled damage because I'm an idiot.
You should move next to him as well.
Yeah, that might do it.
So we hit with a raise, and then you did 10 points of damage plus 13 points of damage on him.
I think I'm going to bunny that damage. Oh, I need to put the raise back on before I do that damage.
13 won't hurt him.
Why didn't that put the raise? Oh, did
It
that
did.
put the raise on there?
It did.
Okay, that's
It
alright.
did.
17 going to hurt.
It shakes him.
I'll take it.
You shake him. He's not as you can hear in the background there, he's not entirely sane anymore.
I'm not sure he was ever sane.
But he's talking in different voices. When I mean different, you know what I mean? They are distinctly different sounding voices.
Oh, multiple personalities. Okay.
Okay, Dondrad will move to there. Is he actually undead? Is he undead? Is he?
Oh yeah, okay. This is what he looks like.
Right, so he's definitely undead. So what I'm going to do is do 3 actions. And in my first action, I'm going to drink a minor healing potion. My second action is going to be drink another minor healing potion. And the third action is to destroy undead.
Okay, that could be interesting. Go for it.
Well, I don't have a make a roll, so I don't take them any penalties.
Yep, so basically you drink 2 potions and then as your last action, okay, so you cast destroy you cast destroy undead. Okay, the Skinsaw man is undead, so that will be a spirit check from him. He is unaffected. Aisha is also undead, so she has to make a spirit roll. She is unaffected. Be very glad, because that could have been quite nasty.
Yeah, she's on our side, weirdly.
Right. Not me.
Aisha Foxglove is unshaken. She will claw at the Skinsaw man, missing. And brings us to Bert, the dragon.
Okay, Bert the dragon. Bert the dragon. What is Bert going to do? That's a good question. You know that? I think what I'm going to do, it's a stream. Okay. So Bert is going to come and fly here. And then he's going to use his breath weapon to stream in a line like that.
Isn't there a wall in the way, or am I imagining that?
I think I'm right at the corner of the doorway there.
Don't forget a stream. This is the problem. The thing about a stream, it's a 1-inch wide token.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of that wide.
Yeah, which gets me and Rennick as well.
Fine. Well, I'm trying not to get anybody except.
You can't basically, because if you consider that's the width. That's the width of its breath weapon. In a stream is.
Let me see. Do I have reach or anything fun like that? No. Ignore dark. Oops, I forgot to put that on there. Bother.
Yeah.
You're large, aren't you?
No, I'm only size 2.
You're only size 2. Okay.
Well, then. Actually, I'm flying. I'm going to go right there and smack at the Skinsaw guy.
Logically speaking, you can't because it's the other side of a door.
Your wings spread that you wouldn't be able to get through the door.
You might be able to intimidate the hell out of him, though. You are a dragon.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm... Oops, don't do that. Go away, you.
Sorry, I'll get rid of that. Sorry, it's just because he hasn't. He's the other side of the door. Otherwise, I wouldn't disagree. It's a
I think I will just come out here and try and intimidate him. What are my abilities here?
Target him for you.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, well, cheers.
Growl.
I've got to give you a penny for that. That's brilliant. Dear. Yeah, dragon fear doesn't seem to be a thing in Savage Pathfinder.
We all turn around and go, "Oh!"
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Schnookums. It's gone very quiet.
Sorry about that. Had to catch something.
That's okay.
So yeah, Schnookums is then gonna just kind of slide around a little bit and work his way around to the door.
Yeah, I take it you're gonna play safe with Snookums and not make him.
Oh yeah. No rushing.
No rushing. No. Jelsa.
Okay, from where I am, I can't see him because he's the other side of the wall at the door.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, if I move up just a little bit without having to do an athletics check, I don't have to see him for what I'm going to do. I do have to use selective so the rest of you guys don't get caught in a tornado of glitter. So all I need to do is target him. Because I don't have to target him.
Selective would be good because you don't want to hit Bert with it.
No, but if I use selective, I don't have to see him. I just have to know that he's within the range of the center.
Mm-hmm.
So
cast it behind them.
It's been interesting how many people are complaining about selective.
I'm not complaining.
No, on the forums saying it should be one PowerPoint for every person you're selectively ignoring.
No, because I just looked it up yesterday. You can change selective every single round.
No. As in, people are complaining it's overpowered. Is what I'm saying.
It's too easy to be too selective.
PowerPoint because you can change it every round.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it. Bert gets me.
It means you can turn on that. For example, you can turn on damage field and have it change
Center of the doorway because I know wherever it is.
The task can choose not to affect any or all individual targets within the area of effect, picking all enemies instead of allies. So, who don't you want to be affected by the selective?
The only one I do want to affect is the Skinsaw man.
Okie dokie. Okay, that's fine. Make the casting roll.
I'm just thinking if you cast it behind him, he might get ejected over the edge. Bye.
But I can't see that. I've got to cast the center where I can see.
Yeah. Okay, that's successful. So, unfortunately, I'm going to be really mean about this sort of thing as well, of course. So, he is anyone touched by the template is distracted. Straight off the bat, the Skinsaw man is distracted, and then they have to make a strength check. He didn't get the raise, which he fails because he's distracted. He gets blown 2d6 inches, which then means he will hit a wall, taking 2d4 damage, which probably won't do a lot to him. No, he's unharmed, but he will. I need to turn the lighting off so I can see what I'm looking at. He is going to get blown that way against the wall. Okay. Unfortunately, because you weren't able to select them, because my ruling is you've got to know where people are to be able to say, I don't want them to be affected. Ayush is also going to be hit by it, but she is able to hold her ground. Okay.
And that's the best I can do.
It's your go again because it's a new round and you get to go first.
Now I'm going to inch a little bit more forward towards the door so I can see where he landed.
Oh, he's on the two.
Now I can spot him, and this time I'm just going to try to set him on fire. I'm going to use selective again so I don't get Aisha.
Okay. I have to be honest, actually. The way this is written, there's some really cool stuff that doesn't work with Aisha.
Why does it got Rannick and not the... Because I wasn't targeting Rannick.
Doesn't matter.
And he was...
Well,
does it miss him? Does it miss him because...
No, nobody cares about me.
Okay, so Skinshaw man, let's have a look. He doesn't have. I don't think he's got dodge. No, he's fine. Yeah, you hit him.
Keep rolling.
That's a wound upon the Skinsaw man. He's got 4 bennies, so I'm going to spend 1. He is distracted. Distraction doesn't affect vigor rolls, does it? According to. Okay, that brings us to Goodfella, who can basically get about that far or have to make an athletics roll if he wants to move further.
I will make an athletics roll.
Go for it.
I will flex my pecs.
One at a time, I presume.
No, I'm going to do them. I'm going to pump them back and forth like I'm the Rock.
Make that athletics check.
Good, we're not playing Skittles.
Indeed, I was just thinking that I would have had you. Okay, that brings us to Bert, who's flapping, and I don't care. I don't care. Dragons can hover. I mean, how else could they be really scary in combat if they can't hover?
Yeah. Well, as much as I don't think I'm going to do much, I'm going to go ahead and try and intimidate him again.
Okay.
Grr.
Oh, well, I'm going to tear you up.
I'm gonna have to give everyone bennies at this point because you guys have. I feel like I haven't been nice enough. Let's get Stuckham's moving. Oh look, I can't count. There we go. Radic.
Rannick is going to take a step forward, look at whatever it is that Aisha is, say, "Excuse me, madam," and then take another step past.
She's basically. I mean, she's just gone full berserk on him, basically.
Right, now Rannick would like to grapple the Skinsaw man.
Because it's really interesting, because there's all this stuff that meant to happen, but when she's there, she's not just going to kill him, so it gets really interesting in that regard. Okay, Rannick is grappling the Skinsaw man.
Very effectively.
And then Rannick will move around behind so that he's got his back to the room here, and the Skinsaw man is facing forwards.
Mm-hmm.
And smile at Irina and Aisha and say, "All right, ladies, have at him."
Yeah.
He's now bound.
Yeah.
Dondrad.
And while I'm twisting his arm up into a full Nelson, I'm going to whisper in his ear, "I'm going to enjoy watching this happen to you, you bastard."
Right, just to be on the safe side, we're going to cast Bless on everybody.
Very kind of you.
Or maybe not. Right, so by the way, I've also got. I was trying to target Alicia, but I don't know if it works on Alicia. But I'm going to burn the PowerPoint anyway.
Hang on. There you go. Now hit the apply button.
So, and I'm going to make them all fighting -2.
Yeah.
Just on the off chance he's got something left.
Okay. So it did apply to Aisha. Okay, the reader's going. You're stuck on a wall. Hang on. There we go. Sometimes it's easier just to ignore the The walls are so finicky in this. Okay, that's a wound upon him. I'm obviously going to spend one of my bennies because I have so many. Oh, hang on, I forgot to apply that. So actually, you did 20 damage to him, which he's still soaked. He still soaks it anyway, I'm afraid to say, but it's a good hit. Aisha is going to hit him as well. And that's a hit, doing no damage. She's going to re-roll that. Causing a wound. Means the Skinsaw man spends another one of his bennies to soak it. And that...
As I'm hitting him, I'd be like, you arrogant son of a bitch. No way are you as hot as you think you are, and you never were. You're disgusting. You're horrible.
At this point, with Aisha attacking him, Irene attacking him, and running hold of him, he stops. His whole manner changes, and he sort of he looks at you and goes, "Oh, my love, oh, quick, please, if you could keep my ex-wife away from me, I'll tell you anything you need to know. I'm just worried he will return. If he returns, I can't do anything. But if my wife attacks me again, he will return. Help me, please."
Don't believe him, Irina.
So
I think I've seen red anyway. I'm not sure I'm going to believe it.
Okay. So as I say, I put him. He's on hold because he's desperately just sort of begging and whimpering and saying just. At which point, Aisha, in her crazed, Aisha in her crazed anger, is determined to hit him. Although after spending that many bennies, she's not going to. Irina.
Does she not get gang up bonus from Irina and Rannick? The token won't because she's not a friendly token.
That might be the problem. But it's still. I mean, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 6, and 8, and an 8 still miss.
All right.
Anyway, over to Irina.
I am not, and have never been your love.
You hit him.
Can do better than that. In fact, bollocks. Did that work? There we go.
Oh!
That's the additional D6 I would have had. What difference would that have made? Where are we?
I think you can do better than that, though, because I think you'll find if you've spent your point of conviction, you actually want to do that for damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Because obviously, basically see when you've got your conviction on it, gets you the extra dice, which is what you did there. But okay, so that's 2 wounds applied to the Skinsaw man. I'm going to spend his last penny to try and soak that, which he fails to do. He takes a wound again. The transformation overtakes him, and he will basically attempt to interrupt Dondrad, because Dondrad is next, getting a 3. I think Dondrad will get to go before he does. Over to you, Mr. Dondrad, because he failed his athletics check.
Righty-ho. He's a bit busy, isn't he?
You could say he's double booked.
Powers. I'm going to drink another potion of minor healing.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to probably cast Blind on him. To nerf his skills.
Go on then. He's targeted.
That's possible. But it better be good. Ooh.
Yeah, didn't get the raise.
No, it's just a net.
He should have done, because while he's bound, he's vulnerable.
So that's just vigor. That's just -2 vigor to shake off. Is that right? Yes. What button did I press?
So I'm just working. Yeah, you got the raise, so it's the -4. Sorry, it is a -2 penalty to actions involving sight, -4 if we raise. So it's trait -4, vigor to shake off. Because you have to turn on strong, don't you, to make the effect. Okay.
Yeah, don't have the juice for it.
That's absolutely fine. That brings us to Bert.
Well, Bert feels kind of like a second wheel right now.
Fly in, turn into a scorpion, land on his head, and sting him.
Something like that, except that it's really tight fitting in there.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Bert's just going to come over here and land next to Goodfella and say, sometimes it sucks not being able to get into the fight, huh? And then I will turn around and catch Snookums as he finishes sliding down the slope.
That sounds good to me. That brings us to Jelsa.
These guys are all squishing up in the way. I can't see anything. So I'm gonna, because with all the targeting, I really can't. I'm gonna squeeze in between Irina. Oh wait, no. Using selective, I'm just gonna stand where I am. I'm draining power points fast here, but I'm done with this guy. I'm so sick of him. Targeting just him because I use selective.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do the cone because that's just everything hard to see. Let me try to blast him.
You hit him.
I shouldn't have hit her.
Don't worry. You targeted her.
Oh no, I'm gonna Benny that damage.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, still not good enough.
He's a tough little fellow, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, that's my move.
Okay, Rannick.
Now, don't you think I'm letting them have all the fun, says Rannick.
He jumped right past Rannick because I always advance myself.
I know.
And Rannick, as he's got him bound, will just do his unarmed damage on him because he can.
Go for it.
Oh, but as he's bound, he's vulnerable, which means I get my sneak attack damage.
That looks effective. Only they've frozen. What's happened to your dice? Oh, no, there we go.
Bastard! There was me thinking I was going to break one of his arms. I'm going to Benny that just because I want to try and break an arm.
Dislocate it in the socket.
No, apparently not. Never mind.
You tickling him that way?
Good fella. He can wade in there if he wants.
I would like to.
Good luck.
You can definitely just fit. You can. Oh, you're stuck on the wall. There you go. You can wade into there, no problem at all. There's a very unpleasant looking fellow in there. There seems to be basically Rannick's holding on to him, and there's two women attempting to beat him up. You just sort of stride in, probably up to Jelsa's annoyance. She now can't see anything with you in the way. But anyway, that's by the by. And make your attacks.
Right, Isha's incorporate and not there anyway, is she?
No, she's solid.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
She's irrelevant.
Yeah, what
Goodfella
Someone worked
said,
it out last
you
week.
can't keep
This
Goodfella in the
bastard's
back of
dance
the
card's
bus.
full already.
Yeah, she's quite corporeal.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
That's a hit with a raise. Roll for the damage.
Did you guys get that?
Oh, I forgot I had that.
I didn't hear it. I heard the hit, but
Hello?
hello. I don't
We
think
can
you.
hear you, good fella.
We can hear you, but I don't think you can hear us. Oh,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
we
all
can.
hear you.
I think I dropped out there for a second.
Okay. Anyway, go on. Roll that damage.
It kicked me out of Fantasy Grounds.
Is it? You show here, so okay, I'll do your damage for you.
Hit with a raise.
It was a hit with a raise. It was very impressive. That was with your longsword. Oh, yeah, you finally dropped. Yeah, assuming you can still hear us. Can you? Yes.
I can hear you.
You did 14 points of damage, which wasn't enough to hurt him. Do you want to spend one of your bennies?
I will. I shall.
Okay, let's try again. I'm afraid you did 12 damage this time. You've only got one Benny left, so I'll let you get back in. And then
I will waste the Benny. I'm reckless with those bennies.
You're going to waste a Benny on it. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay, that's your last Benny. Oh, that might be a good one. Oh, yes, it was. You got him. You got the Skinsaw man, and he's out of bennies, so you wound him.
Yeah, watch it, Tessa. He's got 2 ladies on his dance card first. Let them go.
That brings us to a new round. Oh, I forgot to give him his go because he was. Oh, it's okay. He was bound anyway, wasn't he? Anyway, he stops being. As soon as everyone starts hitting him, he stops being the sort of pleading, whiny old foxglove. He becomes someone else. The voice changes. It's like, and he's obviously, even though he's bound, he doesn't seem to care about it. In fact, he's bound, and he's. I wonder how your death shall affect your friends, he says as he's looking at you, Arena. What things might you have done that would go unfinished? What will those broken promises spawn? How will your murders shape the world? It seems, and then obviously he seems to realise he's still bound by Rannick and looks around at Rannick and curses in his face. Jelsa!
Big stinky.
Let's see. Chelsea would have to squeeze in between all of them. But she can because she's little. So she's going to squeeze past all of them.
I bet you just
You get to
Squeeze
about
right in
there.
And she's just going to use a more traditional kind of weapon because her magic hasn't worked so well against this creep.
Well, don't forget your bonus damage because he's vulnerable.
Does that have to be done manually? I thought it automatically applied that.
No, you have to add the extra d6 damage.
I hit him, so how much is the extra?
It's an extra d6.
Should I have been doing that too?
No, it's only people that have got the rogue edge. So Jelsa and Rannick, if you make somebody vulnerable, they do more damage with normal weapons.
I should have used conviction. I never do. I've got all my conviction because I've never remember it because.
Well, this is it. Dondrad.
Dondrad is kind of out of juice.
If you want a suggestion, Dondrad, boosting people's strength might be useful, seeing as this guy's a tough little cookie.
A cookie I want to bite off. Ugh.
Tell you what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to try and spend a Benny on power points.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
And then and then I'm going to target Goodfella.
Okay.
And target Rannick.
Yep.
And target Irina. So how many power points is that? So it's going to be 2. We'll figure it out in a minute.
3, 4.
So what we're going to do is cast Smite on all the weapons.
Okay. Sounds sensible to me.
Don't bother casting it on Rannick. He's grappling somebody.
Okay. Take it off Rannick.
Take it off Rannick.
Do you want to put it on Jelsa instead?
I put it on Jelsa, but so that's 2 power points to cast it plus 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 5 power points.
2 power points to cast it, and then extra 2 power points for the extra 2 targets.
That will fit, won't it?
Yeah,
yes.
Because it's 2 power points to cast. Yeah, it's 2 power points to cast it Goodfellow, and then extra 1 power point for Arena, and extra 1 power point for Jelsa.
Right, well here goes. A bit of work. There's a 6.
There's a raise.
There's the raise.
Right,
Well,
everybody's weapons start to spark.
Yeah, because it's not going to work on Rannick's unarmed damage, is it? It's because Goran blesses weapons.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. I'm going to see if I can give the Skinsaw a better card. He got up to 7. I might spend another one on the Skinsaw man to see if I can get him a better card. And the answer is yes, I can. The Skinsaw man has a Joker, which means he gets a Benny and gets to interrupt everyone and go now. Okay, so the first thing he's going to do is let's see what all his abilities are. I'm sure he's got some very nasty stuff.
Shame that all he's allowed to do is break free.
Depends if it's innate. Oh. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to have him do, because I forgot to do it earlier, and I just basically, obviously makes it a little more humorous than, well, it should be, but it's given the way you guys are all treating him anyway. At this point, he's upset. He basically breaks wind.
Lovely.
And all of you are distracted by the foul stench. You meant to do it as soon as you come into base to base with him, but because I forgot to do it earlier, I've decided to do it that way instead.
Okay.
I've smelt worse.
Exactly. He will.
Oh, that's one way of getting past blindness.
That's true. Okay, so I am going to. Next, I'm going to. Other than trying to break free. Okay. So he is going to take 2 actions, and for his first action, he's going to attempt to get 3 of Rannick, which is a 4. Because blindness doesn't affect his ability to so he downgrades from bound to entangled, doesn't he? Basically. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to bite you, Rannick.
Actually, it's opposed, isn't it? Because I'm the one grappling, so I get to make an athletics roll to oppose him.
Go on then. He missed you anyway. So he is now entangled. He attempts to bite you, however, it fails. He does have a Benny. He does have a Benny.
He's at -7. Wow.
I will actually spend his Benny in his desperate attempt to get at you again. It fails. Then he gets to make a vigor roll, which negates the blindness, doesn't it? Brings us to Arena.
I am spending a Benny to keep my conviction going. I am going to draw my katana back in both hands and with a growling cry, plunge it up into his groin and into his rib cage, or at least that's certainly the intention.
Okay. You hit.
Okay. Really?
Booker didn't have anything to chop off.
Good stuff.
I can't believe that cold shot to the groin.
He's undead and he's immune to cold shots. Runnick.
Oh, seriously? Do you mean I took the -4 to hit for nothing?
Afraid so.
Bitch!
I technically still blind, by the way.
No, he's not.
No, but he's got blindness -4, and you've taken -2 off it by making a success. You need 2 successes.
Do I?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because it's one level is -2, and if I get you for the raise, it's -4. Your first success takes it back to -2, and your second.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll accept that.
It wasn't my fault. Rannick held him down.
That's
All
fine.
right, all right. Well, Rannick, I'm not going to try and get him bound. I'm just going to do the free damage roll on him, I think.
Okay.
So I'm just going to.
He's no longer vulnerable, is he, if he's not bound, though?
Good point. Do I want to get him bound then?
Or you could just let go and hit him.
I think I'm going to let go, draw my sword and hit him with that then. Sorry, ladies. This bastard tried to bite me. It's my turn to have a go.
Go for it.
Okay. There we go.
That's a hit.
That's a hit with a raise.
It is a hit with a raise.
We will Benny that.
The dice like to freeze for a while there, don't they?
Yeah. Oh well.
He's a real bugger, this bastard, isn't he? But
Bert is going to drop his shape change. This is just too ridiculous.
okay, Bert is human again. That's interesting. That really does. Yeah, changing icons really does. Changing icons do seem to really bugger up move tokens. I've noticed. I'll have to.
Yeah, I see that. And now I'm going to shoot the guy.
Go for it.
He was a human. I thought he was a half-orc.
Well, good point.
The other half is human.
All right, fine.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
That hurts. Wait, it hits anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
I will Benny that.
Someone's got 7 bennies. I think he's going to hurt him eventually.
Oh, I'm going to Benny that. Considering it was the exact same roll again. Oh, wait. There we go.
A wound. A wound upon the Skinshaw man. Again, after taking that hit, he changes from being the smiling, arrogant one to being pleading, saying he'll tell you everything, anything you want to know, what's going on here and everything. Just stop his wife. And what Schnookums up to?
Schnookums is just going to come down here next to me. It's too crowded in there. We just aren't going to even fight with it.
Okay, that brings us to Goodfella.
He'll do the stabbity stab.
Go for the stabbity stab. You miss with your first one, I'm afraid. The foul stench lingering in the air, distracting you slightly. However, your accurate short sword is going to hit with a raise. That short sword's really well named as accurate, isn't it? You didn't hurt him.
I'm going to Benny that damage.
I thought you might. I just got that impression you might. Go for it. It didn't do the extra damage, which is going to be a 15. No, it's not. It's going to be a 12, isn't it? I'm adding them up wrong. So, yeah, I'm afraid, yeah. It's just that toughened undead flesh upon him. Just seems to deflect so many blows.
That damage is wrong as well. It's D8, 2d6 plus 4.
Why 2d6?
Because he's got the raise, has he not?
Yeah, that's why I rolled it down there and got a 12.
Right, you had to roll it again.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Aisha misses and will spend a Benny. She really wants to put him down. She's going to spend another Benny.
He's not going to die. I resist.
She hits with a raise. Damage. A wound upon the Skinsaw man. And with that, Aisha hits him with the fatal blow. Okay.
Should never have cheated on your wife.
I carry on hitting his corpse, chopping it into teeny tiny little pieces.
So I need to check how this plays out. I've lost it. The Skinsaw murders. Skinsaw murders. Misgivings. The applications. Conclusion. Okay, so yes, I must have been in hindsight. I should have done it that way. So as she with the fatal as she hits the killing blow on Alden Foxglove, Aisha Foxglove, a calmness comes over her. All the mania goes. She looks down at the dead body and goes, "Goodbye." And then her face twists into sarcasm as she says, "My love." And then she fades away and drops to the ground. Congratulations. So,
I'm still hitting him, by the way, just so you know.
Hey, I got Goodfellow's got a question.
Yes.
Like, because he's got some magic, can any of this Skinshaw man be harvested to use for other magic?
Well, possibly. You could give it a go if you want. It's not a very pleasant-looking fellow. At this point, I'm also going to say you can carve bits of him up if you want for your spell components. Yes, I'm sure you can do some research and find something out. So, bringing about the destruction of the... Oh, okay. That gets more... Because you got Aisha involved, and also because she actually dealt the killing blow, so destroying the Skinshaw man gets you an advance. And you also all gain a point of conviction for you helped you released Aisha, and she achieved peace by killing Alden Foxglove. Congratulations. So there's also the room to explore, of course. Alden Foxglove did have some equipment on him as well, so let's do that. It's a very interesting question. I'll have to think about what you want, if you want to take bits of the Skinsaw man. Unless the rest of the party has anything to say about it.
I like the idea of burning it.
I might actually spend the last 2 power points on casting Destroy Undead, because I don't want them coming back. So I might actually bless
I feel like his skin would make a really good whip.
So I need to go back to this room here. I need to Scroll it up, find the encounter, open up the Skinsaw Man again. Oh, I can't because the link's broken. Parcels.
Yeah, because well, Irina's desecrating the corpse, justifiably so. He's a creep. He got exactly what he deserved. Are you sure that was all in Foxglove? He looked really different.
Okay, so so basically, if you go to the party sheet on the items, you can see there's quite a lot of equipment in there now.
Yeah, that's what I went. I went in there looking around, searching while they were,
Okay, so this room now, the air in this damp cavern reeks of horrific stench, a foul combination of decay, brine, and mould. The cave contains a rickety table, its damp surface cluttered in all manner of what appears to be garbage, empty bottles, bits of clothing, crumpled pieces of paper, and more lying in the organised rows. A painting leans against the far side of the table, facing a large leather chair that sits nearby. This chair's high back and cushion are horribly stained by the smears of rotten meat, and its arms are sticky with blood. A smaller table sits against the southern wall, its surface heaped with plates and platters of rotten, maggot-infested meat. The horrific stench of the room seems to be strongest to the west, where the cave's wall has been overtaken by a horrific growth of dark green mould and dripping fungi. At the centre, a patch of black tumescent fungus grows, its horny ridges and tumour-like bulbs forming what could almost be taken to be a humanoid outline. What appears once to have been an exquisite puzzle box the size of a man's fist lies smashed on the ground at the fungoid shape's feet.
Now, since I got in there and was searching before the rest of them, there's just one item I want to slide into my inventory without them realizing that.
What's that?
I'll grab it.
Well, bearing in mind all the equipment that was just added to the party sheet is not in the room. It's on the body.
It's okay. Well, then I'll put it back.
That's the only thing I was going to say. Is all that treasure added is on his body. That isn't.
Well, I'm searching the room. There was nothing in the room.
Okay. Searching the room. A closer inspection of the collection. Okay, so. So basically, it's a well, yeah. There's quite a bit in the room if you want to have a search around on it. So.
That's what I was doing.
A closer inspection of the collection on the table should be enough to worry the heroes. There's a collection of relics of that character's life. Oh, basically, there's a few. I forgot to. Yeah, you find things like a couple of your used potion bottles, a scroll you hadn't noticed was missing yet, as well as a lock of your hair.
Ew! Stalker crazy.
Indeed. Mixed in with some of the drawings of you, Irina, is a letter written in a graceful hand. It's addressed to Alden at his Magnamar townhouse address. And this is what the letter looks like. I should read it. Alden, you have served us quite well. The delivery you harvested from the caravans far exceeds what I had hoped for. You may consider your debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet I still have need of you, and when you awaken from your death, you should find your mind clear and able to understand this task more than in the state you lie in as I write this. You shall remember the workings of the Sihedron ritual, I trust. You seemed quite lucid at the time, but if you find after your rebirth that you have forgotten, return to your townhouse in Magnamar. My agents will contact you there soon. No need for you to bother the brothers further. I will provide the list of proper victims for the Sihedron ritual in 2 days' time. Commit that list to memory and then destroy it before you begin your work. The ones I have selected must be marked before they die, otherwise they do my master no good, and the greed in their souls will go to waste. If others get in your way, though you may deal with them as you please. Eat them, savage them, or turn them into pawns. It matters not to me. It's signed Janissa, Mistress of the Seven.
Sahedron ritual. Hey, Rini, isn't that Sahedron, that thingy you're wearing around your neck?
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, actually, anyone who's got one of those Sahedron rules, don't forget, as a limited free action, you can activate it to gain a Benny.
Yes, I realised that after, although I'm beginning to think I probably shouldn't be wearing it. It seems to mean something nasty. Okay, I am going to gather together all of the horrible, stalky artifacts that he collected of mine, and the remains of his corpse, and take off this necklace thing, put it together, and before we leave, burn it.
Okie dokie. Does anyone want to finish looking around the room?
I was just looking at his boots.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that there because I'm gonna burn it.
Okay. So there's the portrait leaning on the far wall.
I want to identify the unidentified item as well.
Okie dokie. There's also the fungus on the wall. There's also the shattered box upon the ground.
Yeah, that shattered box, was that not mentioned in the windows? That was part of the spell.
You know what the problem is? You should have been running it on Linux.
Nah, I'll give you one for that.
I don't surprised. I think surprised. I'm not surprised.
What items are you trying to identify?
The one that's listed is an identified item in the party sheet.
Well, yeah, I don't see him as unidentified, so you're...
The very bottom one,
boots.
underneath War Razor.
Whenever we click on it, it says boots.
The one that when you click on it, says boots. Okay, Arena failed her occult roll, so she doesn't know what the boots are, I'm afraid.
13 on mine.
Okay. Somebody else can have a go at that one.
Oh yes, the cameo. It's a tiny portrait of Arena. A hand crossbow, the noble's outfit, a holy symbol, a key, a leather coat, a pearl ring.
The portrait in the cameo is on the fire. The cameo people can sell or keep, whatever, but the actual picture is on the fire.
Okay, as I say, the shattered box on the ground will require an occult roll. If you want to examine that. Irina, you identify to being associated with necromancy.
It's in the window.
Dondrad, you realise it's an incomplete and ruined lich phylactery.
Yeah, it was mentioned in the ceremony, which is recorded in the windows.
You do recognise it as the box depicted in some of the scenes in the windows.
Well remembered. Can I add that to the fire as well, then?
Yeah, let it burn directly. That's supposed to be contain his soul.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely done that.
At this point, just
the
to
mask.
put you all in there because I'm
examine the mask. That looks a bit.
Oh, the mask.
Suspicious.
You'll be an occult roll to identify it. Ooh, you most certainly do manage to identify it. It's a Skinsaw mask. It's a hideous mask. It resembles a patchwork of a deformed face with one bulbous eye, a flat nose, a grimacing mouth with long teeth. When worn, the mask fills the wearer with mind with whispers and images of murder and violence. It heightens the wearer's ability to sense fear. He can smell the cold sweat brought on by terror and hear the beating of a frightened heart. Basically gives you a +1 bonus on notice rolls. Further, fresh blood glows brightly to you, to the extent you can see the living circulatory system pumping away in the bodies of those around you. Use lets you to treat living creatures invulnerable when attacking them with slashing weapons.
Burning it.
Okay, it is being destroyed. Not that anyone who gets bonuses on attacking vulnerable people would have wanted it, I'm sure.
In all honesty, Tempting as it sounds, I have a funny feeling it would have some bad shit as well.
Can I have, at this point, everyone make a spirit check as the fungus on the wall pulsates and quivers slightly?
I'm so glad I just raised my spirit as the advance you just gave us.
Technically, you can't until we're... Well, I should have given you the advance later, but that's okay.
I'll bet it.
I'll do it later then.
As it stands, Bert is the only one that's failed so far. And it's Bert. I'll put it like this, Bert. I'll let you decide if you want to try and resist by spending a penny. At the moment, you feel absolutely compelled to eat some of the fungus on the wall.
It does, but it's playing a game.
No, I think I'm going to re-roll that.
I thought you might want to.
Oh, good grief. I guess I'm eating fungus.
Oh dear, that could be bad. You've got a few pennies
Can
left.
we stop him?
You don't necessarily. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh no, I'm nowhere near him.
Well, the fungus is probably somewhere else, but the portraits. Okay, the portraits fungus will come just the poison. Okay, Bert, you basically get to ingest some of the fungus and now you get to make a vigor roll at -2. You lucky fellow.
Is he poisoned?
Not
Does it
yet.
count as a toxin?
Okay, I'm going to look this one up.
Do I see him do it, and does it count as a toxin?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to check. I suspect it's magical in nature and therefore quite unpleasant. Because I really should put a link to it.
Yeah.
He's eating. He's munching.
He's munching. He's munching away, isn't he? Munch, munch, munch. I need to put a link. I need to put a link.
That's vile.
Okay, page. I left the page number on there, which is surprising. Page 48. I haven't put a link in, so I need to fix that. That's interesting. When you actually go to page 48, there's nothing there. That's really interesting. That's really interesting.
I can't believe that we actually got the extravagant noble's outfit off his corpse. And the amount of times we were hitting him with the sword, it must be more like a shredded group of ribbons.
Oh yeah, don't disagree. It does say page 48, which is very strange. It must not be in a sidebar, which is why I didn't notice it. Oh yes, you get it from. Anyone shaking around my figure? Okay. Okay. That's yeah. Okay. No, Bert, don't worry about it. Bert is not poisoned in any way, shape, or form.
So it is not a toxin.
He is not poisoned, and he's not suffering from any form of poisoning or toxin.
Okay, thank you.
So he's been infected by something.
Yeah, but I don't have an antiviral. I've got an antitoxin, so that's fine.
I've got any put.
You won't necessarily know yet because it might take a while to onset.
That's fine.
And don't worry about anything I might have put in the text in the effects box.
Is it a disease?
No, he's not
I don't
diseased.
think we're allowed to know yet. Okay, has everybody picked up what they want from here? Because I'd quite like to set this cave on fire and leave.
Can I roll healing to figure out what he's actually taking?
You can certainly give it
Let's have
a
a
chance.
picture.
Because I'm going to feed him an antidote if I can get it right. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. Seasoning, it's fine. You'll be fine.
So what's the picture?
The picture. That's quite interesting, actually. I don't know. You can't do anything about it. Okay, the picture. Well, actually, the picture is interesting. I've lost the description of the picture. Okay, so the key is. The picture. Where's the picture? There's the picture. Is that the one I put in the list? I can't remember.
No, you said there was a big picture leaning
I did
against the
say
wall.
I did say there was a big picture. So, the whole final encounter is completely different if you don't release Aisha. There's lots more bits in here, but it's okay. This one's much nicer, more fun. It's the portrait leans against the far side. Alden's used it. Okay, but it appears that you reckon it's a portrait of Aisha, but Alden appears to have used his own waning artistic skills in a clumsy attempt to repaint the portrait with blood and bits of runny, rotten flesh into a caricature of Arena.
Oh, I can go on the fire as well then.
Really hate this guy.
Yeah, someone with performance painting apparently can fix it, but it's burning, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, actually, you have to restore it to actually get the hint out of that. Okay, so that's it really. Congratulations. You can leave everything burning and walk away.
So, do we want to check the rest of the house for anything that might be valuable and take it away with us? Or should we just burn the old place down and then go and pay a visit to wherever he's from in Magnimar?
Probably everything in here is cursed. Well, I'd like to go back to Sandpoint and let them know we took care of their murderer before we go.
Did we find out what the boots were about?
Does anyone want to take the ring, by the way? I know Jelsa wanted it.
Jelsa wanted it. So give her.
Yeah, just, because it's part of I can add it to my collection. I have quite a collection.
It is magical, the ring.
Is it?
You've got Magpie.
The ring's magical, and the hat. There's magical boots and a magical hat.
Yeah, but we don't know.
And a magical pickaxe.
And a magical war razor.
A what now? A war razor. I thought you said wall as in W-A-L-L.
That's okay.
The ring would probably be the only thing that be small enough for Jelsa to care about anyway, because it's going to go in one of her pouches.
If someone can identify the boots, then we can find out what they do. But the rest of the stuff, I suggest we sell.
Well, I'll roll again.
Well, I'd have Irina look at the ring to tell me if there's anything special about it before I tuck it in.
The ring, yeah, I can tell you all about the ring.
Okay, the boots have been identified. They're acrobatic boots. They provide minus boost athletics.
Oh, hey, Stumblefoot needs that, magic.
That's got Jelsa written all over it, hasn't it, really?
No, that's got Stumblefoot written all over it. Besides, this guy's feet are way bigger than mine.
That's an idea, could probably help.
Well, Rannick's already...
Will it stop Stumblefoot from tripping over stuff?
The ring is a magical ring of minor protection.
Oh, I can use that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd already pocketed it. It's in my pouch.
I've got the sword. Take the sword, it's an upgrade.
Okay, so the key. I need to. Okay, the key. The key is bronze and has an. Actually, I think the key in the party sheet's different to the key here, so I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Oh,
check that out later.
And can we heal Bert before the golden hour goes past?
Of course you can. The key is bronze, has an unusually long tang ending in a set of 3 notched blades. The head resembles a roaring lion.
Has anybody else got healing?
Healing? Yes, I've got healing.
Gil.
I can benny that.
Bunch of healing potions. Does somebody need a healing potion?
Well, no, we're trying to save them. I wouldn't Benny too much.
Okay, potion it is then. Do you need one, or have you got one?
I've got one. I've got dozens of them.
Can I? Oh, that's interesting. Can I have notice checks, please?
Bert is able to heal himself.
Here, Bert, you've got red on you. Quite a lot of red, actually.
Rannick and Jelsa both notice sort of near the patch of fungus that Bert ate, a mold encrusted but functional, a mold encrusted. But if you actually try, test them, functional set of chimes.
The chimes.
I don't want to touch that mold, so I'm going to use
If
the tip
anyone
of a dagger.
if anyone, but detect magic on them does indicate they are magical.
I'm going to use a dagger to kind of pull them out and then wash them off with some water from my water skin.
Why don't we just walk out the room someday? Somebody got telekinesis to pick them out. A cantrip.
Bert just reaches over and grabs it.
Yep, Bert just reaches over and picks up the
Whoa!
tainted the musical chimes.
I'll still wash them off.
Well, I mean, they're just mold encrusted. Yeah.
And you need performance to use them.
Yeah. Not that
I would then hang about here because I don't think it's too healthy.
Okay, the fire's going quite well in this room now. Okay.
Well, I did say we should leave.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah. Let's sell the rest of the stuff then, if nobody wants it. Well, if you really think I should take the acrobat boots, so I've got 2 pairs of magic boots, I will.
Well,
anyone can wear the boots. Anyone can have the boots. Who wants the boots?
Well, if nobody else wants them, I'll. Oh no, I can't.
Who's got the?
Do you want to give it to good fella?
Athletics. It has athletics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't put the boots on because they're not metal.
Does anyone want the magic? Does anyone want the magic boots before I sell them?
If nobody else is going to take them, Bert will.
Okay.
Because if not, they're going on the cat.
Okay. Everything else will be sold once you get back to, you know what I mean. But it's easy just to do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something in there with dollars.
There's an item with dollars on it.
So there's obviously an item. I have to work out what that was later.
I'll take the key.
Aye,
the lion-headed key, isn't it?
It is
the dollars because they might mess up your shop later on.
Yeah, so go take however many dollars you've got. Take the $8 and add them to your 8 gold pieces, and delete the dollars again.
By the way, Bert did heal himself with his own powers.
That's okay. Also, everyone's fatigue will go away eventually, so we'll get rid of that. And basically, unless anyone's doing anything else violent of nature, you will able to clamber back all the way up, get through the house, and leave the house if you want to.
Marvellous.
Yes.
Do we want to check the rest of the house for anything valuable?
Do we want to burn that fungus up, or did we?
To be honest, see when we went through the room.
No one did.
But we're going to fry the whole room. I mean, we're going to dump oil in there and torch it before we leave.
Because I feel like leaving that fungus, especially since it was used with spells with our stuff, that's just a bad thing. I think we got to cleanse it.
The cave's
we're burning the whole room.
Burning the wrong. I blessed the hell out of it as well.
Yeah, let's search it for treasures and stuff first. Let's search the house for.
By the way, there was some rooms.
Yeah, the patch of fungus will be just will basically the fire does destroy. The fire does appear to destroy the fungus.
Good.
And Dondrad blessed the hell out of it, like he said. So we've made it holy as well. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fungus ashes, Batman.
Yeah, I feel no desire to loot the building. I think let's
it has to be
move on.
said. As you head back upstairs, the dark, dank, and horrific oppressions and unpleasantness of the house still lingers in it as you enter it again.
There was a couple of rooms I just ran through, but
Has it stopped possessing us randomly?
Sorry?
Has it stopped possessing us at random intervals? That's what really matters.
Well, I think I did them all, so yeah.
Cool.
As we go through the kitchen, let's check the cupboards for the silverware, that kind of thing.
Let's loot the house.
Yeah, I can't remember what you didn't see. I mean, you can go for it if you want. So that would have been the basement, wasn't it? I think you did all the floor. Okay, so the wine cellar. I think you did the basement. So then the ground floor. I think you did everything in the ground floor, didn't you? So there's the ground floor.
In the attic we missed. Ah, I was just dropping.
I can't see it all the way.
Oh, for pity.
And there were some paintings in the attic, which may or may not be worth money. We don't know.
Do you know what?
Because I'm going to sell it, but if somebody else wants it, that's fine.
Do you know what I've decided? After we look at this house, I am definitely burning it down.
That's definitely true.
Because it contains a ceremony for liches, and I don't like it. I don't like that knowledge line out of it.
Aye.
So you want to go back up to the attic level, do you?
I do, yeah. I think that we missed some stuff up there.
I don't know much about art, and I know what I like, and I didn't really like any of them paintings.
That's the stairs back down again.
So they're probably valuable.
Yeah, let's do that. That's easier. You don't need lines of sight.
That is a lot easier.
Because you know.
Fine.
Aye, so there's something in that room there.
Hmm.
And there's a room in the basement with something in it.
I think the only room. I think that room, that number 4, is the only room in the whole place you didn't search. If I'm honest.
Fine, then I'll go there.
I opened the door and I looked at. I stuck my head in, and that's about it.
No, we didn't ransack the kitchen because we were attacked by rats, and then we kind of carried on down.
Okay.
And so there's a room in the
Wasn't it the room right across the hall from that we found Aisha? And when I smashed the mirror, it released her.
Okay. Yeah, there is treasure in the kitchen. Hang on, then. If you're checking the kitchen, you will find a fine dinner and silver decanted set and 3 violet garnets. So there we go.
3 violent garnets.
Yes.
We've got a mean streak a mile wide, those gemstones.
Okay, and then the private study. There's a treasure for the private study, so let's just dump that in there. 20 platinum pieces, a copper key on oil painting. The copper key was the key you needed to get into the room that no one could get into, but Bert turned into a bear and smashed it down. An oil painting, a scroll, and 2 scrolls.
Well, the scrolls are going to be looked at by the scrolly people, I imagine.
Well, Arena's up there. 2 occult checks will tell you what the scrolls do.
Occult check numero uno.
Okay, the first one.
I've seen that before.
It's a scroll of keen edge. Grants the keen enchantment to a weapon for 24 hours.
Oh.
The other scroll is a scroll of bolt.
Keep the scrolls, sell the rest.
If you wish to grab the scrolls, scrap them now. I will sell the rest.
Well,
I think that's the whole house down there.
She also wants one of the garnets to add to her collection in her pouches.
Nab one and drop it on your inventory. Let's say, if you want anything, take it from the party sheet before I sell and share.
Okay, that katana is the masterwork one I bought if anybody wants it, because I've changed swords.
Oh, what have you got?
I picked up a adamantine longsword.
Yeah, I couldn't take it because it's smaller than the one I've already got.
What the hell, what are you using?
Because I have to take the biggest weapon and the heaviest armor.
Oh, I see.
Because it's a fetish.
Okay, so last things last.
Standard in that case, why didn't you take the war pick?
No, because it's not a sword.
So basically, Don Janda wants to burn the house down.
Is that a what?
We all want to burn. We also wanted to burn the house down when we got there.
Okay, so we'll put you on the ground floor, because that's obviously where you're going to be if you want to burn the house down, isn't it?
Yeah, Gorham appeared as a creature in plate mail wielding a two-handed sword, and everything Dondrad does tries to emulate that.
So how's Dondrad going to turn himself to something 7 foot tall then?
Well, I don't know. I suppose he's
Give him time. Give him
Pinnacle's
time.
turning himself into an iron golem, I suppose, at some point.
He's young. He'll grow. Here, Bert. Can you do that flamey thing with your arrows?
Oh, absolutely. I can absolutely flamey thing.
I can
If we
I can throw a few fireworks in there to help it along too.
were there any spirits in the house? As in
There's
alcoholic
still
spirits? Alcoholic spirits.
No, I don't recall seeing any.
I'll just spread some oil around then.
Okay.
Right then. How does the make a house go woof?
Cover it in oil and set it on fire.
Aye.
Burn it to the ground.
So you got the oil all spread around and stuff?
I don't know. Remember those windows? Those were Can we scan? Those look expensive. Can we scavenge those?
No, I don't want
They were
windows. I don't
about
want the windows.
necromancy. In fact, I'm going to start throwing rocks into them.
Aye, smash the windows.
Smash the windows. Okay. Yep, smashing the windows. Yep,
It belongs in a museum.
You smash the windows. You smash the windows as you move around the house. You cover it, everything. Jelsa's at the moment. Everyone, for the record, at the moment, everyone's stood inside the house, and Jelsa's just cast fireworks on the oil.
No, I'm totally outside. It's just I've dropped the map off my screen. I'm sorry. If you thank you. Right.
Well, in which case, we all need to walk away with the burning mansion in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, okay, yeah. So Jelsa casts a sparkly fireworks bursts onto the oil, which ignites almost, well, obviously instantly, and big impressive burning flames. Dondrad stays inside to watch. It would appear, not Dondrad, Goodfella.
Good fella.
Stays inside to watch. Okay, as you step away, you know, as I say, preparing for that cinematic look as walking in slow motion with the burning house behind you. You can I have notice checks, please?
Oh,
Because we accidentally forgot something. Oops.
No, it's fine.
There'll be a
okay.
thing happening.
Bert
doesn't notice.
Bert doesn't notice. You killed the carrier crow, so that's not a problem.
Well, no. Snookums doesn't notice.
Right.
Just kind of notices.
Yeah. So Bert notices, Arena notices, Jelsa notices, Snookums is obviously still looking around for crows. Rannick notices, Dondrad doesn't, but Goodfella does. The house seems perfectly fine. You can see the fire seems to be the fire seems to be sort of as the oil burns up. The oil finishes as you're walking away. Obviously, you're probably further away than you're on the map. As you're walking away, the oil finishes burning up, and the house is just still standing there.
It's indestructible.
I've a mind to go and check that nasty gunking basement.
I'm not going back in that basement.
what did we miss?
Don't know.
Nothing to do with that strange guardian mixed up beast in the hallway, is it?
No, but I mean, I wouldn't worry too much. I'm just saying, you try to set fire to it, and unfortunately, the house isn't burning.
Yeah, but a house like that that's immune to being burnt down, that's worrying.
Yeah, it's made of wood. It should be burning.
Yeah, I agree. It should be burning.
It's pretty damp wood though and stuff. Maybe we should go back to Sandpoint and collect better, oil
More
and
burning things.
yeah, more because we know it's there. We can always come back and burn it.
Oh, I can conjure alcohol to put to. Let's see, I can conjure 12 pounds of alcohol if that would help.
Well, we could get drunk and forget it happened. All right.
Joseph wandered off to find Shimmer and make sure.
Oh,
that
I'm just rolling up for if you spend a week relaxing in. Just rolling for what you could possibly purchase if you go shopping. Don't mind me.
Let's just tell Sheriff he should maybe get some folks out here to dismantle place.
That's a good idea. All right, let's go.
Murder's solved, though. It seems maybe we've just got the person that did the killing, not the person behind it. We need to go to Magnimar.
we need to go back to Sandpoint and take a well-deserved break.
Sounds good to me.
Using a really good bath.
Indeed.
Aye, but then we go to Magnimar.
And you've got advances to take as well if you haven't already. So that is a very good place to leave it, I think.
Sounds good to me.
With the Skinsaw man disposed of, and you've investigated a bit misgivings and totally failed to burn it to the ground. That's fine. I wouldn't worry too much. I think that's a good place to leave it. Hope you enjoyed that. And it sounds like, yes, let's say next time we'll head out to Magnimar. I will populate the shops while we're waiting, as it were. We've got 5 healing potions. If anyone wants to shop, a potion of healing with neutralized disease, 2 potions of relief with restoration.
What are we on?
The Feathered Serpent has a Rod of Meta Magic, a Scroll of Sloth, a Wand of Boost Trade, and a Wand of Speed.
Meta
Magic. I need to top up potions of healing again.
It lets you reduce the cost of modifiers. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, everyone. I got to take off. It's later than usual here for me.
Yes, no, I appreciate that. Gabby, your clocks go back next week, so we're back to normal time as far as you're concerned. But thanks very much.
Happy Halloween.
Indeed.
I've realised I've got an awful lot of platinum pieces for some reason that